now it's time to kick off. Ooh, here are the diaries I've bought for this year. I know, it's a lot.
When the new year rolls around, I always get myself a new diary. Why? Because it's my way of trying to move myself through a system.
This year, I want to share what kind of diary and system I've chosen for myself, along with my goals and resolutions. Ooh, here are the diaries I've bought for this year. I know, it's a lot. Usually I stick to just one, but this time, I went all in. Let me share how my diary system evolved and my plan for managing them this year.
When I was preparing for my PhD in the US as an adult, I had a lot of exams to take on top of my job. But honestly, my results didn't come as fast or as good as I wanted. As a student, all I had to do was focus on studying. But as an adult, I suddenly had all these social responsibilities, appointments, and networking to juggle. That's when I started using the time tracker to manage my schedule. And I've been using it ever since. At first, I only use it to look back on what I'd done, but soon realized that wasn't enough. Then I discovered the PDS Diary. PDS stands for Plan, Do, See, Plan it, Do it, and Review it.
It's simple but powerful concept. By planning ahead, I was able to clarify the intention for the day. I used this diary throughout 2023, and during that year, I accomplished things like
learning Chinese again, learning to drive, start dancing again, making robots, also working hard to settle down in the US.
That year, I felt like I grew a lot, and I decided the system worth keeping. But it wasn't perfect. The review space is a little bit too small for me. Yes, I'm definitely an overthinker, so I needed more space to brain dump, vent emotions, and clear my mind. So I wanted a diary that combines time tracking with space for brain dumping.
And that's how I found the Hobonichi Hon A5. The model that I bought has a weekly schedule section in the front and daily pages for journaling in the back. It's almost $70, so at first I thought, why is this so expensive? But the amazing paper quality and attention to detail, so typical of Japanese products, completely won me over. No wonder it has such a cult following. The daily pages are perfect for writing freely.
On YouTube, I've seen creators beautifully decorated their Hobonichis, turning them into art. Then there's me.
Lots of blank pages and messy scribbles in handwriting only I can read.
Sometimes I feel a little envious, but I remind myself that my goal is not to make it pretty.
For someone like me with an overflowing mind, a diary is a tool to organize, clear, and focus my thoughts. Writing everything down helps me empty my brain and turn big, vague dreams into smaller, actionable steps.
It's how I find the determination to start. But brainstorming alone isn't enough. It's so easy to just stop at the thinking stage.
That's where the time planner comes in. By assigning times to my ideas, I can turn plans into action. I prefer using a 24-hour time planning system because of my not-so-typical schedule. It also helps me monitor how many hours I sleep and whether I'm maintaining a regular sleep pattern. However, I found it frustrating that most US planner only covers the hour from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. That's one of the reasons I stick to Hobonichi, a Japanese diary.
But here's the fun part. The reason why I chose this diary was because I loved how it combines journaling and scheduling in one place. But ironically, I struggled to switch between the two.
In the second half of the year, I even stopped using weekly planner completely. That's when I realized planning and brain dumping are two very different tasks, and they need separate tools.
So, in 2025, I plan to return to PDS Diary for scheduling.
I love how it lets me compare what I planned with what I actually did.
For brain dumps and journaling, I will stick to Hobonichis.
Technically, I don't need a $70 diary just for brain dumps, but I couldn't resist this cheerful yellow covered with embroidered sushi.
It's so cute. I fell in love with it at first sight. So cute. Plus, there's just something about a Hobonichi that makes me feel more productive.
This year, I bought an A6 instead of an A5 to see which size suits me better. The A6 felt smaller than I expected, but it's less intimidating since I can write just a little and still feel accomplished.
So, here's the final plan for this year. Brain dump and organize all my thoughts in here. Then prioritize and assign tasks here. Perfect plan, right? I will share my progress on my Instagram, so follow me and see how I'm doing. Whew. And plus, what's this thick diary?
For 2025, I'm also starting a 5-year diary.
I tried 5-year diary 3 times before and couldn't finish it every single time.
So I hesitated at first to start again, but before I knew it, I had already paid $83 to buy it. Don't you think it feels satisfying to start in 2025 and finish before 2030?
It's a multiple of 5. Neat, right? Yeah, I know, it's a silly reason, but that's why I really made the decision.
But this time, I'm trying something new. Instead of writing about what happened, I will write letters to my future self. Like, Dear future me in 2030, am I sharing meaningful stories on YouTube? Did I build the unique brand I wanted? Do I have kids? Sort of. Instead of looking back, I will focus on writing forward. While diaries help me manage daily and weekly schedules, I think it's important to see the bigger picture. That's why I'm adding a yearly overview to help me set my course. Life isn't just about work. It's about balancing different pillars like family, health, and personal growth. To manage this balance, I'm color coding my projects. It gives me a clear view of the whole year. Also, as I continue, I feel motivated to sustain it because I want to see the completion. The categories I will focus on are as follows. First, there is a home and family area, which I will mark with a white sticker. I want to make sure I don't prioritize achievements too much and neglect my daily life. Everyone's work-life balance is different. In my case, every 2 weeks, I will go grocery shopping, clean, and do laundry to keep my home organized at a decent level. Health is essential too, so I will do yoga or go running once or twice a week and mark it with green. For fun in life, the hobby area is marked with yellow. This year, I've chosen dancing because I want to age more stylishly. Travel and social gatherings will also fall under this category. Honestly, I feel that just these tasks would already give me a solid 80 out of 100 in terms of self-management. However, to push for a 90 or even a 100,
the area I want to focus on is content creation.
I will manage YouTube and Instagram, which I've marked with red and purple respectively. I think I can post on YouTube about once a month. I want to share deeper and more genuine stories and can have more authentic relationship with people. For Instagram, I will share more of my daily life to engage more often and connect with others on a closer level.
So cold!
Eat the frogs. The frog here means the hardest task on my list, the one that will give me the biggest reward when I accomplish it.
My frog this year is YouTube. I want to get the YouTube silver button, but it's a more of a wish than a goal, and definitely not an action plan because it's not fully in my control.
So instead, I will focus on goals that I can control and track, breaking them down into smaller, manageable steps.
For the first half of the year, I will upload 8 to 10 videos.
So I've written down 10 topics I want to share and listed them in a column. Then broken the production process into steps on a spreadsheet. My plan is to publish videos based on these steps and reward myself with a sticker each time I complete a task. I will use silver stickers for motivation. The more silver stickers I collect, the closer I get to the silver button.
You might think that I'm super organized, but I'm actually pretty spontaneous. Without plans, I'd be all over the place. That's why I create systems to manage myself. By sharing resolutions, I'm holding myself accountable. It helps me stay motivated.
Hi, I'm Juju. Thanks for watching. I hope we all reach our goals and grow in the new year. So I've shared all the journaling and action planning tips from my experiences. How was it? If you liked it, don't forget to share this video with a friend you'd like to grow with. Also, I'm really curious about your goals. What plans do you have and what methods will help you achieve them? Share your goals for 2025 in the comments and get support from others. I will update you on my progress at the end of the year, so make sure to subscribe and follow along.
Let's make 2025 our years. Bye!